If YouTube is loading badly, I download a safe internet app from the link in the description. Where can you earn legally in 1 minute $800? On the stock exchange, of course. And last week was proof of that. We expected the Australian Central Bank to lower the interest rate, but it raised it. And expectedly, the Australian dollar rose by 800 points in 1 minute. This gave an opportunity to earn $800 if you trade one standard lot in the MetaTrader platform. And by the way, it is not necessary to have a large deposit for this. Just $100 is enough. Therefore, the rate of 1 to 8 is quite good. But if you are just starting to study the financial market and are not sure where the price will go, and I myself do not like to guess at the coffee grounds, I will tell you a little secret. In order to make money on this movement, it is not necessary to know where the price will go. It is enough to wait until the news comes out, pass a strong movement, and then wait. You can make money on the pullback. As you can see in this example, the correction amounted to more than 50% after the news release. That is, the price went up by 800 pips and then retraced more than 400 pips back. This is safer, more relaxed, and more guaranteed you can make money. Right now, we will see on the chart what are the reversal points, where to buy, where to sell, how I trade. You'll be trading with me. This week, I will show you how to make money. We'll also discuss the big news this week. The dollar is likely to rise on Tuesday. We'll discuss what that news is. I'll also show you which currency pair is best to trade with my trading robot. Okay, here we go. Let's take another look at the Australian dollar. We can see that it is in an uptrend. Even on the D1H4 chart, you can see it's in an uptrend like this. And the last rise on the interest rate hike, that was here. You see this green candle, gave the impetus for further growth. And it did. It broke the previous high. It's likely to continue to move further. And this is the consolidation, which is the yellow triangle. This is just a stop before the further rising trend. Therefore, if you are a long-term trader of the Australian dollar, you can consider buying. Those who trade short-term, scalping, you can consider this triangle as a sell signal from the resistance line. Let's label it like this. That is, from here we will have a reversal point to sell. Short term, as soon as the price reaches the line, we can sell here to make money on the decline. Also, the most historical, but not historical maximum in this local segment, will also give sell signals from this line. But in general, in the long term, the Australian dollar will probably grow. There is also a support line on the lower edge of the triangle. It is not quite stable. It is constantly changing. But nevertheless, let's mark it in this zone. The reversals are also planned. That is, the price will come down and turn up from this zone. Also, despite the fact that there is a growing trend in the Australian dollar, I want to draw your attention to its strong corrective nature. See, as soon as a strong wave up goes through, a strong wave down goes through, up, down. So it's constantly correcting. And that's good for my trading robot. If you are already trading the robot, you can try to harm it. Buy, sell at the same time or in buy mode, because this good correctiveness gives you the opportunity to get out of the drawdown quickly and quickly collect profits on the chart. If you haven't tried my trading robot yet, then of course email me at the link in the description in Telegram. You can get it absolutely free for a test. Try it, write to me in Telegram. I will tell you how to get it. The big news will be this week on Tuesday, July 15, and that news is the US Consumer Price Index. The previous reading was 0.1 and the forecast is for 0.3, which is an increase in inflation. What does this mean for us as traders? Generally, at first glance, higher inflation is bad news and the dollar should decline. But in fact, higher inflation leads to economic ways to stop this inflation. And the most important way is to raise interest rates. And so higher interest rates are associated with tighter monetary policy. And therefore with the growth of the national currency. Therefore, the growth of inflation is likely to be accompanied by the growth of the currency. In this case, the dollar. Therefore, at the moment of the news release, if the data are higher than predicted, the dollar may rise sharply. And all other currencies, yes, these are the pairs that we trade, Australian dollar to dollar, euro to dollar, and so on, gold to dollar, they can fall on the contrary. That's why, if you trade these currencies, keep in mind that when this news comes out, they may weaken. So, in order not to miss this news, subscribe to my Telegram channel by the link in the description. I warn everyone 30 minutes before the news is released. We're making money on this together. Let's just take a look at what we have going on with the euro dollar. Oh, the euro dollar is approaching the support line, the long-awaited support line. Finally, I've been talking about it for weeks. Slowly but surely, it is moving towards this line. And here we have this mirror support line. There are even two of them. So I expect growth from it. It's very good that the euro dollar is purposefully moving towards them. Let's look at the H1 chart like this. Once the price reaches this line, it is 1.16404. I expect a rise from here. So it will be possible to buy here and capitalize on the rise. If the price breaks a little bit further, it's not a big deal. It will be possible to average here and buy at 1.16301. Of course, you need to use risk management. But I have a separate video on averaging strategy. You can watch it on my channel. It is a very interesting video. Now, let's look at gold. I already gave my predictions on gold last week, and they are about to come true. By the way, I even regretted that I did not give you this reversal point from 3,366. I doubted it a little bit, but if you have been trading for a long time and you are subscribed to my channel, I think you may have identified it yourself. I do give you hints, yes. I give you hints like this. Basic things that you can use to build support and resistance lines, reversal point. But by the way, who does not want to, who is lazy, subscribe to my channel. The link is in the description. There I give selected reversal points on which I trade myself. And so this reversal point has worked here. It is very good. Look, we can see that gold is bouncing off the resistance line. That's a good sign. It means that when it reaches the next pivot point at 3,403, I think it's going to work out very well here as well. And there's another step further down there. We are moving upwards on the steps. So we are waiting for gold near 3,403. Set an alert for yourself. And here we will sell and make money on the decline. By the way, if some terms seem complicated, unclear to you, then be sure to come to my basic course, especially since you can get it for free. And now there is a summer promotion. When you deposit $100 or more, I give you access to my video course for free. So register at the link in the description of the broker. Choose or write to me in Telegram. I will advise you, depending on what country, what method of deposit and withdrawal you use, I will advise you the best broker for you. I also have a professional course. It is a personal mentorship we conduct on Zoom, on Skype. I will take you by the handle. I will guide you through my trading strategy, which I trade myself, on which I have been earning for several years, and teach you how to earn. So come, I am waiting for you. We will work on your trading strategy with pleasure. Lastly, I would like to draw your attention to the strong growth of silver. It has not happened for a long time. Let me show you the previous high. This was the resistance line. The price broke it, and now we have an all-time high broken. So let's see if it's historic or not. Yes, it is historical, so the line should be raised, formed after all. There are actually two lines here. Let's take the closest one. This one, I think it will be better. So, the price. Look, now it is suspended. Yes, it can go up further, but it doesn't matter. For those who are in a buy trade, just move your trailing stop. And if you are considering a buy trade not yet in the market, I suggest you consider this line as a buy. That is, you can either go long or short here, it doesn't matter. The point is that when the price comes back to this line, it will most likely bounce back from it. So it will be a mirror support line. From here, you can buy and make money on the growth. So mark this line for yourself. I gave it on my channel. Those who have not seen it and do not know that I have a Telegram channel, subscribe on the Telegram channel on the link in the description. There we already have about 2,000 participants. I am constantly telling not only about trading. By the way, there are different ways to make money. I give various useful tips, how to use crypto competently, and so on. So subscribe. Well, for today we will finish. I remind you that if you use USDT cryptocurrency, withdraw money from the brokerage account in USDT, you do not have to cash it in rubles or other currencies. If you live in Russia, then in rubles. And you can use just a crypto wallet, which I have in the link in the description is called Pay Crypto in stores of the Russian Federation. Just go to the cash register in a ruble terminal, pay, scan the QR code, and pay directly from the cryptocurrency wallet in UZT in rubles. That is, you don't need to cash out these P2P services. Now, everything is very clamped, controlled by the state. That is why I use the proven method. I have been using this cryptocurrency wallet for a long time. I am very satisfied, and I advise you all. That's all for today. If it was useful, put a like. I wish you all a successful trading week. Trade with pleasure. Bye.